Hey everybody, and welcome to Imaging USA. I am here with one of my very favorite people, Margie from BennyAni Photography. So thank you for letting me interview you today.
Yes, thanks for interviewing me.
Absolutely. So Margie has done a lot of really hard work in the last 18 months with her studio, from pricing to sales to wall collections to literally changing your whole thought process. So can you tell us what that has really meant, like bottom line to your business? Let's just start there with our conversation today.
Okay, bottom line, it has added so much to my business. I'm a full service now. I'm not just leaving anything on the table. Now I am offering everything I can to my clients, and my clients love that. And the trust that you build with clients, even if they don't invest in all the things, just giving them the options has been incredible.
Absolutely. And what I have to really give you kudos for, and I've done this several times, is you did the work. And it's not easy work. And you push back on me, several times to begin with, and finally you're like, yeah, I'm going to try it. And it literally started with a set of words that we changed. Now, I want you to talk a little bit about, and I call it the blog post, the blog. Tell us a little bit about that blog post and how you wrote that so effectively to have so much impact.
Well, thank you. So I wrote a blog post on my new business model, which is IPS, but it doesn't exclude anybody. So it's not, I don't require any product sales from my clients. The thing that they love is that they have that option now. And that blog was mainly to get a point to my clients what I was doing and explaining that model to them so that they understood. I'm not pulling a rug up from underneath of you. I'm not taking your digitals away, but I'm going to offer you this. And I have been blown away by all the people who wanted that, because I didn't think that they did. And that's been the biggest surprise to me.
And I think one of the really key parts of that blog post, if I may kind of expand on that, is that you said in that blog post to your previous and current clients, I'm sorry, I feel like I was doing you a disservice before. So how did it feel to write that and publish that?
It's always scary when you're so vulnerable to the public, right? But it was an apology because I genuinely felt like I was doing a disservice to my clients. I had been asked numerous times, where can I print these? How can I print these nicely? And I was so scared that I didn't offer it. So I really left that on the table for them and for me. And come to find out, a lot of them who have come to me now that I hadn't heard from in years, they were still pixels on their computers. We literally left that behind. And now we've brought them to life and put them on their walls. And it's incredible.
That's fantastic. And before we close out the interview today, I want you to tell everybody where that's living so people can go find it too, because I think that'd be really important for people to be able to read that blog post from you. So just so everybody listening knows too, a lot of this success and this drive came from a very competitive lady. And yes, exactly. Yeah, we know you. And, talking about, I think our initial conversation, you said, my print sales are down 50%. And I think that was in 22, early 22. And I said, let's talk about this and kind of figure some things out. And we had a bet. And you hit that bet and you surpassed that goal. And I got a really nice dinner out of it, which was
But if I lose, I'll pay up.
And we did have fun that night. So anyway, but for anybody who's listening along, can you share your website where they can find that blog so they can read it? Because I really think, in my opinion, that is probably, in the photography world, that's probably one of the top 10 most powerful documents I've seen written from the perspective of a studio owner, because it's not just super serious, it's not super creative, it's got humor, it has fact, it has an apology, it has, this is what I'm going to do for you. So I really think that people would be very well served to read that. So can you share where that lives?
Absolutely. So BennyAni.com, BennyAni.com. And right at the top menu, you'll see blog. Click on that, and it's titled, What the Heck is Shoot and Burn? And so I explained that to you. And I've turned that blog now into an 8-module course that is coming soon as well. So that's really exciting. There's a lot of course content in that. It's amazing how much there is to that blog, but that's a really good starting place for all photographers to see.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for your partnership with White House and your amazing friendship, too. We really appreciate that. So we hope that you've enjoyed this interview. Stick with us. We'll be back with you soon.